They won't. They just won't. Like, that's definitely on me. Let me see here. Make sure we good. All righty. Let me get that there. And boom. We got action. What's going on, family? Hope you guys are having an awesome, awesome evening. Let me see here. All right, cool. Got everything up on my end. I'm not sure if Mike's gonna be able to make it with us today, but I'm gonna send him a link just in case. Let me see here. All right. Awesome, awesome. And then let me go ahead and hit there, there, just in case, because I'm not sure if his internet connection is up to snuff today. All right. If he does pop in, we can get some analysis in together. All right, all right. What's going on, fam? Hope you guys are having an awesome evening. Let me see here. What's going on, E Money? What's going on, AT? What's going on, Forex Goddess? We got Crypto OG. What's going on, Stormchild? We got Danny in the building. What's going on, Maurice? What's good? Got Guam Girl in the building. See here, Crypto Maniac. Yo, yo. We got the Disciplined Snipers. Let's get it. All right, let me see if I can move this over a little bit more. All right. Let me see here. What's going on, Millions? What's going on, Natasha? Let me see. Let me see here. What's going on, Ninjas? This is Kurt with hat. Let me see here. What's going on, United? We got Kevin in the building. What's going on, Pete? Let me see here. Did I see the Ghostbuster trailer? No, I did not. See, now I gotta check it out. Cause they listen, Ghostbusters been hit or miss, man. Like, I'm old school. I like the Ghostbusters with like Dan Aykroyd in the gang and all of them, man. Like, I mean, the one with the girls was okay. It was okay, but I'm like, if I had to pick, I'm going old school all day. It looks hot. All right, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me see. The Goonies. Hey, you guys. That was the best, man. It's as old as gold. For real, man. Like I always make those jokes. Like we all sit around and be like, man, our kids will never know. But they won't. They just won't. Like the movies we had growing up, I don't think our kids got those kind of movies. Like I still laugh at like old stuff. Like I remember watching like the Labyrinth. Like bro. Like I was all in on the Labyrinth. Okay, like you couldn't tell me nothing. I remember Drop Dead Fred. All right, don't get me started. We're gonna squirrel off before we even get started. All right. Man, Drop Dead Fred had me screaming. It says DVD. No, VHS. VHS. Okay, we talking about you put that bad boy in the VCR. Okay, no DVD. Caddyshack was a good one. Yup. Yup. War games with the toys. Yes. That was a good one. What was the one with Robin Williams when he like he was I think he owned the toy factory or something like that. It was just toys, right? Yeah, toys. Yep. That was weird science. Wow. Wow. Yeah, man. Sheesh. Toy Soldiers was dope. Yep. Yep. I remember when what was that movie? The Good Son came out with Macaulay Culkin, bro. We were like, wait, what just happened? He could do all of that? Man, my mom would have whooped me 45 times in that movie. Okay. Yeah, The Good Son was wild. Like our kids don't know. I mean, let me just not. All right, y'all gonna have me over here squirreling off the whole time. Talk about movies with y'all. Yeah, Miss Doubtfire was classic too. When she threw that orange at the back of dude's head, it was a drive-by fruiting. Came out the refrigerator like, Toodaloo! Like, yeah, I was all in on that. Yeah, that was my jam. Miss Doubtfire. See, man. Y'all got me in here reminiscing about the old days. Eating these member berries. All right, man. So we got Bitcoin hanging out at 42K. We got Ethereum at around 22. We got Tether at 99. BNB just below 300 at 299.89. Sounding like an infomercial. We got Solana at 96 bucks and XRP still hanging out around the 50 cent level. We know what's going on with XRP. It's just been, a little weird at the moment, but it'll be all right. All this stuff kind of happens for a reason. Looking at some of the top performers for the last 24 hours. Good old Chainlink. All right, we got ApeCoin. Shout out to Mike. We got Render making some moves at 4%. We got Mina up at 3. BitGet at 3.2. Chili's at 2.3. And everything after that is kind of negligible. Nothing too wild or outrageous going on at the moment. I was looking at the setup for Curve still. I'm like, bro, Curve, just come on, Curve. Come on, Curve. Like, what you trying to do, Curve? The bounce up, the pull back. Like, what we doing right now, Curve? All right. Let me go to our dollar index real quick. So, right now, we see the dollar giving us a bit of a pullback. All right. So, we got a nice bit of a sell-off right now for the dollar. Do I think we're done? We'll see. Because last time I saw the dollar making a big move up and it formed a little bit of a doji. This could do the same thing. We got 4 hours and some change left in this candle. And I know it's Thursday, so we're going to have non-farm payroll tomorrow. So that could be a big factor as well in the market. We know we got a rate pause from the Fed yesterday. So everything right now is pretty much business as usual. Nothing too crazy. Says, hey, Curry, is it safe to swap or buy in Ledger? Yeah, Ledger's fine. Ledger's fine. Yeah, Ledger is 100% fine. If you want to swap or buy anything inside Ledger, you can feel free to do that. Like I said before, Ledger is one of those tools where they vetted so much with Ledger that they wouldn't even connect it to something that would be nefarious. All right, so that's one thing. The other side of it is, once the funds are in your Ledger, no one can access those funds without the Ledger, right? The Ledger has those built-in checks and balances, so even if somebody saw you moving it into the Ledger, they wouldn't be able to access it without that Ledger. So you're good to go once you got everything on your Ledger. Okay. Let me see here. Oh my God, Bill and Ted. Supposedly supposed to be doing like another remake of that or something. No, didn't they just do a remake of Bill and Ted? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they did. Yeah. I didn't even watch it. But I know Keanu Reeves was in it, so yeah. This is old Bill and Ted was so good. Y'all gonna have me squirreling off this whole time. Right, man. You see what I'm saying, Jacqueline? They got me over here squirreling off every time. Every time, man. I try to stay focused and they do something that make me just pay attention to something. I'm like, wait, what? Squirrel? Every time. Ferris Bueller. See? All of the old movies, man. They gonna keep on going, y'all. They not gonna stop. They making a remake to Beverly Hills Cop though. I know they're doing that one. That's supposed to be dropping on Netflix this year. Bueller. Wasn't that the Dry Eyes guy that was doing the Bueller voice the whole time? His whole life he been boring. That's jacked up, bro. Your whole brand is boring. That's messed up. He got paid though. I ain't mad at him. All right, so dollar giving us a bit of a sell-off right now. So we're seeing what's going on with Bitcoin. Still hanging out below the levels. Nothing too crazy to report right now. I mean, I am excited to see Bitcoin is still at these levels, but we are getting high, low, right? Bit of a higher high, and then we got lower low. So we'll see how this plays out. If structure is going to hold, if we're going to break down, or if we're going to continue running to the upside. Let me get this out the way. All right. But yes, right now we are below trajectory. We have a test of the structure, but we didn't break the structure, which is kind of like, come on, what are we doing? So Bitcoin is holding. We're going to see, and the dollar is giving us a bit of a drop, so we may have another run to the upside. I was looking at the S&P right now. It had that pullback, and now we're rising back up again. Honestly, this S&P is just doing everything the dollar is. If the dollar is doing one thing, S&P is doing something else. Like, it's completely on the other side of that dollar. And, I mean, it's to be expected right now. Everybody's trying to front run this whole rate cut thing. The funny thing I like, though, was when I was watching the FOMC meeting when it came on live yesterday. One of the reporters was like, what's the point of pausing if you're going to just raise rates in like a couple of weeks? And I was like, oh, that's a good question, right? He's like, what do you need to see in the next few weeks that you ain't seeing already? Like, so we could be on the heads up and see the same thing you see. And Jerome ignored the life out of that question. Like, when I tell you he sidestepped that bad boy like it was the Matrix, like, oh, I'm not answering that. Like, he completely was like, nope, nope. And it was a good question. I was like, oh, I can't wait to hear this answer. Straight skipped over that bit. But he gave him a whole bunch of like just lip service, nothing really like, concrete. But yeah, it was one of those things. See here, what would be the cheapest slash best way to buy spot crypto, Kurt? Buying on an exchange and sending to my wallet, Exodus or MetaMask, or buy directly on these wallets. So it depends because it's different everywhere, Antonio. So it's not like you're gonna get a a cheaper fee from a dedicated source, right? Like MetaMask has its own fees, Exodus has its own fees, Ledger is gonna have its own fees, right? Like Uniswap's gonna have its own fees. So it really depends on what you want. That's like one of the biggest questions is what do you want? Because now you got to figure out which network you're working on. And if you're working on a certain network, now we got to figure out which exchanges have the best fees for you. And that's easily a Googleable question. Like you can Google that stuff, or you can go to aggregators. You can go to stuff like 1inch. 1inch is really good at searching through all the different decentralized exchanges, some centralized exchanges as well. And they'll go ahead and get you the best price from there. But it really does. It really is different. And then sometimes like the wallets work through third party sites, right? So like something like Exodus, it works through Changely. It may be the fees fluctuate on Changely often as well. So it really is up and down. I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm not. Like it's a great question though, because a lot of people always ask me that, what's the best place to buy? What's the best place to sell? How do I get the most bang for my buck? Because I got a couple of dollars. And the worst feeling is like you might have like $100 and you're trying to hurry up and grab a coin, and by the time you get the coin, you didn't spent like $50 on fees. Right? Right? You like, dude, like what did I buy? Right? Like it's one of the worst, but like, trust me, if anybody was around back in the day for Ethereum, bruh, like when the ETH fees used to go crazy, you could have it made in your head. Oh, I'm about to go grab, the coin might be a dollar, right? Like, oh, I'm about to get a coin on Ethereum's network. It's $1. By the time you got the coin, you only got like $30 of it, because the fees just ate you alive. Like it was like getting the 100 into crypto was a fee. Then getting the 100 onto an exchange was a fee, and then getting the coin on the exchange is a fee. Then sending that coin from the exchange to your wallet was a fee. So you just get nickel and down to nickel and down to nickel and down. By the time you realize your $100 then got you $30 worth of crypto, you like, bruh, what did I buy? Like, what did we do? Like it used to be really bad. So yeah, like I said, it does matter which blockchain you're looking to work through. Even now, like stuff like Solana has way cheaper fees, right? So if you're looking to get something on Sol's network, you may actually be saving money going through and getting it done that way. And one of the things, let me see if I can bring this up for you guys real quick, because I had a question about this, and I wanted to ask this and answer this question. So, ask and answer, right? So, I've dropped this project on the low cap list, right? Everybody's like, okay, I get it, but I don't really get it. What exactly does this project do? I'm going to do a bit more of a deep dive explanation for you guys of this project, but I want to do it with like, how I do my stuff. I get my slides and all that kind of stuff so I can kind of walk you guys through. But to just kind of, I don't know if we're going to do a TIA night. We might. I don't know. Because if I do TIA night, I have to do it one for like every low cap, and I'm not trying to, it's a lot. Right? So I'll probably do like I said, I was going to do like a low cap night, a mid cap night, and our main cap night, and I'll go through and do it that way. That way it just makes more sense to get everybody all acclimated at one time with everything, all right? We can call it Spill the Tea at night, all right? Like about to spill the tea. All right, so when you look at a project like TIA, Celestia, it's basically doing all the hard work that a blockchain doesn't want to do on the back end. Right? And a lot of projects are working through this project as well right now. Like when I tell you, it's like over 80 different coins working through Celestia right now. The problem with Celestia is that their tokenomics are dumpster juice mixed with hot dog water. Okay? It's the nicest way I could say it. All right? So you got a market cap right now of around 2 billion. Right? 24-hour volume, right? We're on 100, almost 200 million. And then you got fully diluted, which is like, bro, this is ridiculous amounts of fully diluted value. And then we got the total supply, well over, like I said, a billion, right, at this point. And then we got the circulating supply around 160 million. Like you do know this project's gonna have way more coins flowing into their network, right? I want to be very clear about that. The circulating supply hasn't even reached half of this. I mean, like what a fourth? Like not even a fourth yet. If you're picking up what I'm putting down here, is this making sense to you guys? This coin hasn't even fully been released yet, and everybody's like going crazy, like, oh, it's $60. I'm like, they're gonna release like a billion more coins, basically, bro. Like, what are we hooping and hollering about? Like, and then on the other end, they're the amount of money that they make, right? The revenue that they make is crazy. Like they make a crazy amount in revenue, but the amount that they have to spend on roll-ups and utilizing that kind of technology it's not even enough. The money that they make isn't even enough to handle the roll-ups. Like they would have to have an outrageous code switch up for this to be sustainable. So I like what it is now for the immediate time. Like if anybody's been in Celestia and you've been benefiting from it since I dropped it, because it went from like $1 to like $20 at the peak, almost $20 at the peak. Let me see, what was the all-time high? Yeah, $20. Yeah, yeah. I dropped this thing for you guys months ago. It's only been running for like 3 months, from like $1 to $20. Like if anybody got in on this, let me know in the chat. Drop a 222 in the chat if you got in on this and you were able to ride some of that momentum up. Because I dropped this list early, early. And a lot of you guys, like I said, some of y'all did, some of y'all didn't. Some of y'all were like, maybe, sort of, kind of, right? Man, that's wild. Only a couple of you guys, like literally a couple. Sheesh. All right, what's going on, fam? See here, it's Andrea. What's going on, fam? All right, so it's like I said, only $100 a month. Have to handle harsh. Man, listen, I'm not mad at you, Pete. I'm not mad at you, but you guys are seeing what I'm saying. I give you guys certain projects, and everybody isn't able to even participate in it. Like some of you guys grabbed it super early and watched it run. And I want this to be an example to a lot of you guys of it don't take a lot for the low caps. Like this is what I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest. This is not one of those things you got to dump millions of dollars in it. You got to dump thousands of dollars. Like you can get involved in these projects with a couple bucks, like a couple of bucks, right? Like, so I'm just being straight up with you guys. You watch the project go from $1 to $20. Now we're resting around $16 right now. Some of you guys watched, right, Solana go from $8 to $100, right? I'm just saying, I've given you guys a list of projects for a reason, for you guys to do your research on them and make a decision on them and to see if they make sense for you guys as a portfolio. Some of you guys did the work. You got the projects. You're benefiting from it. Some of you guys were like, yeah, whatever. I'll catch them I'll catch them after the halving. You're going to be a little late because, like I said, this was $1. It was $1 when I dropped it for you guys. Let me just go back to the max. $1. Okay. Matter of fact, let me go back. Did I put it up here? I gotta redo it again. Let me see something real quick. Boom. And all right. Let me see. Go social. Because I don't want to act like I gave you guys this and I didn't. I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Alrighty. Boom. Go social. And Curtis Cobain. There we go. 4/5/2023. 4/12/2023. 4/19/2023. April. You guys had these coins since April. Celestia, April. Like, I'm just saying, it dropped. What is this? October. I told you guys keep it on your watch list when it releases. Don't miss out. November, $2, $6, kept on going. Hit $13 in December. Here we are here, $18. Now, some of you guys may be saying, well, Kurt, is it too late? Should I get it now? What should I just, dollar cost average into it? I believe we're gonna have a pullback, but the thing is they're not gonna have another token release until November of this year. So you're gonna see more selling pressure November this year for sure. But as of right now, the lead up to it, I would say catch a pullback if you can. I'll be looking at this very closely because some of you guys definitely missed out on it, and I want to make sure you guys have an opportunity to benefit. All right, but like, yeah, I said what I said. This project, I was hearing about it, and I think I give you guys this stuff months, weeks ahead of time. All right, and I'm just listen. This list was ready to roll way before this. I still was vetting projects throughout all of this stuff, but like, yeah, I have plenty of projects on here that I was looking at. Like, okay, this one's a great one. This one's a good one. Look, Cody's on here. All right, I told you guys how I feel about Gamma Strategies. Right, Infinity Pool. All right, Flash Tech. Like, listen, these are very risky projects, but I wanted to make sure you guys were doing your research on them so you can know what I'm talking about when these things start to launch and you guys start to see them really take off. But yeah, yeah, it's a whole vibe with these. Another thing too is Near Protocol. It's got some real nice tech they're about to release, and everybody's getting excited about that. So yeah, you already know RSS3 is a whole vibe. I'm being patient with that so I can really go hard in the paint with y'all on that one. But I keep hearing about that one in all my little chats I've been in. But they were talking about Celestia the same way, Sui the same way. They were like, oh yeah, this one, when Celestia and Sui were coming out, everybody was getting hype. Everybody kept talking about it. It was so much buzz about it. It says the main cap list is fire. I mean, the main cap list has always been tried and true projects, right? You got your unis, your polygons, your makers, your chainlinks, your Cardanos, Solana, Polkadot, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. These are the ones where if you root your portfolio in projects like this, it really helps you understand what it's about to be and what it's about to have a portfolio, right? Like you really get an understanding of what a portfolio should feel like. All right. So they had a weird dream about Near a couple of weeks ago. Very bullish dream. Yeah, no, Near's doing some really lit things right now with their code. The fact you dream about crypto is one of them things I'm like, welcome. Welcome to the rest of your life. It's a whole thing. But yeah, man, like this for sure is one of those scenarios where these projects, you know that if you're doing anything to start a portfolio, you for sure want to start here in your main caps. Like nobody should be starting their portfolio going here first. Like low cap should not be where you start a portfolio, guys. Like that's crazy talk. Like, and I put these out so you guys can just go ahead and keep them on. Like I said, this isn't something to just buy of all. Like don't buy everything on the list. Don't buy all the stuff you see out here on these lists. This is a watch list. You get them, you put them on your you go inside your CoinGecko and you say, okay, I like this project. It makes sense. I'm going to do what? Add to portfolio. So now when you make your account on CoinGecko, you add to your portfolio. Now you have a dedicated portfolio list and you can go into your portfolio list and keep an eye on these projects, right? And now you got everything you need right in front of you. Keeps everything just kind of simplistic, right? You go hit a portfolio and boom, you can see all the coins that you have, pretty much a star next to. And like I said, when I dropped this, some of these were so new, they weren't even on CoinGecko yet. So you just had to Google them. And then when they finally released, you went ahead and put a star near them, right? But you got to be on this kind of stuff, guys. You got to stay plugged in. So rule number one, if you're building a portfolio out, main cap coins are going to be your go-tos to get started. And once again, you do not need a ton of money to get started in these. $5 is enough to get started on a coin if you guys want to. $10 is enough. $20 is enough. All right. I don't want you guys feeling bad because you don't have all the money in the world. Like I got people that will sit on the sideline for months, years, and tell themselves, "I can't do it. I can't do it. I was gonna get in, but then I decided it wasn't the right time, and then I really wanted a hamburger that day, and I decided I was going to just go get the 99 cent." And I'm like, "What are we talking about right now, bro? Like just make a decision if you really want to be in crypto to be in crypto. And the cool thing is, and listen, let me know in the chat, because we got some students here that are new and they don't know this stuff. But let me know in the chat, when you build out your portfolio, is it easy to take that money out your portfolio, or is it hard to take that money out your portfolio? Let me see here. Say it's hard. Because listen, I'm going to answer this for you, and let me know if I'm right or not. It's hard because you want that money to keep working for you. Just let me know. Because once it's in there, you like, I really don't want to go take this money out right now. Like, I need this to stay still and keep working. Yeah, so once again, you're only apprehensive about it because you haven't done it enough yet. That's all I'm telling you right now. And the reason why I'm so thankful that y'all are being honest right now about it being hard or a little difficult is because once it's time to start taking profit, like, let's go back a little bit. Once it's time to start taking profit and we're in the different cycles, right, of the bull run or the bear run and all that kind of stuff, like when things start to shift and I'm watching the market turn around and everybody's like, oh, it's going to keep going up. And I'm watching this happen and a pullback and this happens. And I'm like, hey guys, hey, like if I'm looking at this was a low point, this was a high point, this was a low point, boom. And I got this kind of data in front of me and I'm watching the market go bounce, pull back, bounce off the level, break below the level. I'm like, ooh, we just going to ignore all of that. So I got low point to high point. Ooh, it was supposed to turn around right up in here and not going to lower it in here. Ooh. And now we breaking all the way down to 786, 886. Ooh, we should be getting out of this. Ooh, right? and everybody and everybody getting mad. Everybody getting mad. And I'm like, why didn't y'all take profit up here at 11? Why didn't you take profit here at 9? Why'd you wait all the way to 6, right? People got this thing where it was already at 19. I felt like I could wait it. Like, listen, dude. If you got in anywhere inside of one of these boxes, okay? Anywhere inside of one of these boxes, we not about to be talking about a whole bunch of, but it was at the, nah, man. It's this magical thing, starts with a G, ends with a green eye. All right? Greed is not your friend. Not here. All right? You're giving away all these cheeseburgers. It don't make no sense, right? You can't do this here. You have to really develop the mindset now that I will not allow the market to convince me to do something that goes against my strategy. Okay? It says, Kurt, what do you think about Filecoin? See here, the risk to reward is crazy, and also the project. Oh, the Filecoin is fire. Filecoin literally has patents that nobody can mess with. Like it's literally an interplanetary filing system. I can't even describe to you how wild I thought that was when I first saw it. I said, wait, what? It's an interplanetary file system. There are patents for Filecoin that nobody can mess with. So yeah, I think Filecoin is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And it's just a long-term play. I mean, right now, people aren't going to benefit from it because they're not seeing the grand scheme of things that's happening. Like, so with like Elon Musk, right? He's shooting the rocket out into space to mine the asteroid for the gold and all the precious metals and then bringing it back to Earth and all of that stuff. Yeah. All right. When stuff like that becomes normalized, we're going to see the world's first trillionaires. Mark my words. The people who are flying rockets off the planet to go get precious metals to bring them back for us, they're going to be the world's first trillionaires. Okay? And in the crazy part about that, I don't want to get too deep into that. That's a whole other conversation. Okay. Yeah, so the wild thing is they're going to make a lot of money. All right? I'm not about to get into the conspiracy theory. But yes, it's funny how things go full circle. It is very funny how things go full circle. See here, is Exodus wallet a good wallet start? Well, yes, it is. See here, Exodus is one of the wallets we utilize in the beginning. You're gonna start off getting your Proton mail set up first. Like I said, let me do this real quick. Let me go over here and bring this over for you. Okay, well, not that big. All right, so you're gonna get your Exodus wallet set up. Oh, there we go. You're going to get your Exodus wallet set up first so you can do the whole navigating the bear market blueprint. And even here, day 1 through 4, I'm going to walk you through your security, Fibonacci trading, supply and demand, and then also how to, just mindset for that bear market. And then even so, down here, where we have more strategy videos, if you guys want to come in and really get a deeper dive in just Fibonacci in general, we got all of that there for you. But there's more videos coming. Like I'm going to add dot night as well. Right, we already got the appetizer. Right, I got to go on Mike's channel and actually name the the entree, and then the last one is going to be dessert. I need to go back on my channel. I need to go back on here and name that one as well. I need to remember what day was that. Let me see here. That was this one. Okay, yeah. So I'll rename this one as well, so that way I can have it for y'all, so I won't forget it. I know y'all get mad at me when I forget stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and favorite it now, so that way I can just rename it later. I don't want no smoke. All right. See here, Thursday. All right. Please do. I got you. Thank you for the answer. Oh, yeah, no problem. See here. Just go deep, Curtis. Thursday anyway. I know, right? All right. So listen. Anybody? It's because this has nothing to do with trading. There's this. Okay, so like back in the day, the first written language. Exactly. This is how far off the beaten path I'm about to go. The first written language was in Sumerian, right? And the first stories that the Sumerians wrote about were about these people called the Anunnaki. And the Anunnaki in these stories from Sumeria were these. Anunnaki translates those which from the heavens came. Okay? And the first thing they wrote down was who taught them how to write. And it was them. And they talked about they came from another planet and they went all around the galaxy mining precious metals for their planet because they lived too close. Their planet was too close to the sun. Oh, Inky and then Lil. So you with the sauce. Okay, Black Buddha, we there. Yeah. Their planet was too close to the sun, and they had to have a certain amount of gold in their atmosphere to reflect the radiation and all that kind of stuff. So they went around from planet to planet mining precious metals. It's kind of funny that now we're shooting rockets into space to mine precious metals. I'm like, isn't that a little convenient, right? But I digress. That's all I was saying. That's all I wanted to get out. I thought it was really cool that would be something that would make the first trillionaires, because that seems to be the method of everything, is go out here and get these precious metals and bring them back. All right, but yeah, no. I just want to make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing inside of these levels. So when we start getting to those higher points in the market and everything starts to take off and grow, don't spaz out. Don't wig out. Just be patient. And what I'm seeing right now isn't anything out of the norm. Prices are just testing levels. We're breaking down, hitting new zones. I want to see how this all plays out as well. I know on a daily, we've gotten a nice high, low, higher high, lower low, and then a pullback here. So I would like to see a BOS again, like another breakdown and make a lower low. But we have gotten our BOS with this drop here. I just want to see how it's going to play out now, because once again, we tested our 50% 618. Prices are back at this level right now. I get that the dollar is dipping. Everybody thinks crypto's going to break out and just tear off and go to the moon. I'm also looking at this S&P, looking to make another move up today. I'm still looking at this thinking to myself, market's going to take some time and probably slow down, and we're going to see a little bit more consolidation for crypto. These hedge funds and these big institutional players right now are really milking the fact that this ETF is done. And I think right now they're going to postpone a couple other ETFs. I think ETH has a ETF coming up soon for a lot of these other exchanges. And I think they're going to delay it, honestly. Since Sigourney Weaver ain't going like that. They don't know who Sigourney Weaver is, bro. Like, you can't just say Sigourney Weaver. I'm mad I knew who that was off the rip. Oh man, no, listen, ain't no better action star than Sigourney Weaver, bro. Listen, when she went and did Avatar, I was like, they got the right one. They went and got the right one. For real. Oh man, I don't know why, man. Like y'all are so nostalgic. Y'all like right there with me. I swear we was all born like an hour apart from each other. Like y'all know all the movies, man. All right, so at this point right now, markets are definitely looking interesting. I wanted to keep Celestia on you guys' watch list because it's been just tearing, like it's been on a tear. It's been non-stopping. And I had to make sure I give it some attention. Says Kurt, let me get that Elohim hat. Man, I can't even do it. Man. That's I wish I'd have bought it, because they had two. They had a brown one and a black one. And I only got the brown one. And I should have got the black one too. I wasn't thinking about it. And every time I go back to their website, I can't find it. And I'm like, come on. Exactly, Warriors. I'm like, man. I know. It sucks. If I can get another one, I get you one. But right now it's rough, man. I'm trying to get the black one. Let me see here. I got another one that say God won on the front. I got a it's a snapback though, so it's like with all this hair, it's hard to even wear snapbacks. But yeah, for right now, guys, like Celestia is a project I want to keep you guys' watch list as well. And the cool thing about these projects too is when you see where they come from, like Chains, Cosmos ecosystem, like it's stuff like this that gets me a little excited because I'm like, okay, Cosmos is doing some things, people are getting excited, and when you see categories, data availability, click on this, and now you get to see what competitors. How interesting. How interesting, right? So when I go to something like Near Protocol, all right, you see here, let's look at Near's tokenomics, all right, circulating supply, mm-hmm, all right, total supply, mm-hmm. See the price difference though, right? 1 billion tokens, almost the full amount fully released, and they got a infinite supply here as well. So you see what I mean here? How it's similar to what we saw with Celestia, all right? But you see the price difference, right? Total supply, circulating supply is way off. This project basically belongs at the same price as something like Near Protocol. So I want to make sure I'm giving you guys these examples so you can see why I am the way I am right now about certain projects. All right. This is why infinite, not max supply. Because projects like this are going to be doing so many different things for other blockchains. They couldn't have a max supply because it would stifle their ability to scale. That's the thing. Their whole thing is that they're going to have so much demand that the price will go up exponentially because of their demand and all the people that want to work with them. And they do have a large amount of demand. But like I said before, Near Protocol is about to launch some new tech as well. And I think Near is going to take some of that market share from Celestia, especially towards the later half of the year. Once Celestia goes to release more coins back into their supply, I think we're going to see another big jump. And even right now, look at the 24-hour volume. Look real similar, right? Look at the market cap. Real similar, right? Look at the price action. Real similar, right? Like this is what I want you guys to get used to seeing. So when you look at these projects, like, well, why is the difference of coin? Why is the price so different from coin to coin? It's the supply. They don't fully have the supply out and release right in circulation right now, right? You got Syscoin right now, max supply, right? You got so it's a smaller amount, less than 1 billion right now, but you see right now they don't have a lot of demand, right? Just not a ton of demand right now, and I believe this is a layer 1, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Chains, Rolex ecosystem, like nobody's using that, and that's usually the issue as well. All right, but Near Protocol, when this bad boy dropped, and it was its own ecosystem, its own layer 1, it ran, and it's been running ever since. Right, let me go to max so you can see. All right, we had the big run up all the way to what? $20. Big run up all the way to $20. And this was 2022. And then we saw a bear market start to kick in and then drop off all the way throughout, right? Almost as if the supply kind of kept it capped at around a $20 level, right? So seeing where we're at right now, this is pretty much a future look at where TIA may be going. All right. Is it making sense for you guys? Are you seeing how the tokenomics are lining up with project to project and the use case of the same type of project? And I like showing you guys how to come in here and navigate through CoinGecko. So if you like a certain coin, let's say you guys like, give me a coin you guys are liking right now. Like not a low cap, like something in the mid to, that area. Like I know y'all be like, it's on page 6,200. I'm like, bro. Okay, Link. All right, cool. All right, so we got Chainlink, right? And when you got Chainlink, you can scroll down. You see categories. You got business. You got 4 more: infrastructure, smart contract platform, right? Decentralized finance, and Oracle, right? We know Chainlink's one of the #1 Oracle solutions. So if we want to find any kind of competitor to Chainlink, we can simply click on Oracle, and now it's going to give us a list of all the top Oracle solutions, right? You got Pith Network, UMA, Telor Tribute. So let's go here. Let's check out the second one, right? And let's see what it looks like. This one here is on the Solana ecosystem. Okay. What are the tokenomics looking like? Bruh. How y'all feel about these tokenomics? I love y'all, man. Nope. Whack. Red flag. So disgusting. So we got 10 billion coins for a max supply, 10 billion coins for a total supply. But what's going on right now with the circulating supply, right? So this thing's not even like we still got like a tenth of this thing or a ninth of this thing that hasn't even released yet. Yeah, but you see what I mean now. Like you're not just falling for the price or the ranking or ooh, look how fast it went up. Like yeah, that's cool. When they do token releases, this thing is going to plummet. It says, what do they do with that thing? So the thing is, like, it's an Oracle solution, right? It's just like it's the same thing how Chainlink does, right? It goes out and finds outside data and it brings it back to blockchains because blockchains are very siloed off, like entities. Like they don't get a lot of information from outside sources, right? So when you have an Oracle solution, it allows you to verify and validate information that's coming in from outside the blockchain. Nothing does it better than Chainlink. Everybody named Mom is pretty much using Chainlink right now. So when you have other competitors like a Pith Network, the tokenomics have to make sense as well. Even though the project may be trying to keep up with Chainlink, Chainlink's code is phenomenal. I don't know how good Pith's code is. I don't know if it's a fork of Chainlink, if they copied it all and just drug it over to Solana's network. Who knows? But these tokenomics have been weighed and they've been found wanting. All right. So for all my Knight's Tale fans. So Heath Ledger was that dude back in the day. So when you go through stuff like this and you read this stuff, like I want you guys to be able to translate what the tea leaves are showing you and not just falling for the hype on Twitter and all these other social media platforms. I was going to tell you it's the hottest thing smoking until they release the rest of their tokens. And this thing's going to get hit in the mouth like Buster Douglas in the Tyson fight. All right. Even though Buster Douglas did win that fight. All right. Let me see here. Says, Kurt, do you remember when I asked you about Telor? Can you check it while we're on the subject? Yeah. So let's see. First thing I look at is what network it's on. All right, so we got it on ETH. What chains? So it's on ETH, Polygon, Arbitrum, nodes. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty much all over the place with layer ones and layer twos. Okay. And then we got, DeFi, Oracle. All right, bet. And then total supply. So we got a total supply, circulating supply. There is no max supply for this. So they can keep making more tokens. And for the most part, all of them are in circulation right now, but there is no max supply. So it can continue to just keep running and running and running and running. And then on the back end, let me see what it looks like on its site real quick. A decentralized Oracle protocol. Telor is transparent, permissionless Oracle for your smart contract. Easily get into data anywhere you need it. All right. Using Telor best practices, maintenance. Okay. Okay, so let me see here. You see the team. All right, Nick Fetty, CEO, Dalola. Like I come in here and like to just kind of go through and see what they got going on for the most part. All right, so for this project, go to the max. For this project, it's not a bad project tokenomic wise right now, but they don't have a max supply. So we could see a nice jump from this project because the tokenomics are pretty good, but I don't know when or if they may add more tokens. And I don't know what their policy is to add more tokens. If there's like a governance policy, if it's a voting mechanism attached to it, is it based off of demand? Like I'm not really sure exactly what it is. that gives them, you know, this amount that they're staying at now. It could continue to run though. Let me see. And it's been out for a while. It's been out since 2019, and it had a good run up to 75. Let me see here. It was 80 cents, ran all the way up to 75, jumped up again, almost to 100, and now here we are. It came down to 11, jumped back up to 200. So yeah, it's not a bad project, and right now we're resting at around 130, 113. Yeah, it's not a bad project tokenomic wise. I just want to see more about what's going on with the coin releases. Like that for me is probably one of the biggest things. Let's see here, and it's like every day. Yeah, no, we're not about to do all of that. But yeah, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. I'm gonna do a deeper dive on it. But for me, Oracle solutions are a little hit and miss because Chainlink is just so good. Everything else kind of just pales in comparison. Like I remember when API 3 was getting a whole lot of attention. Let me see. What was another one that was like all over the place for a while? Band protocol was all over the place. Yeah. Let me see here. But yeah. Yeah. So like UMA is another one of those Oracle solutions as well. And this one's built on Avalanche as well as it on the ETH network. And the tokenomics for this one are a lot better. And it's more sustainable because you have a what? Max supply, total supply, and they're almost fully released for the whole token. So you get an idea of like how this stuff lines up. So like even now with UMA, you could end up seeing UMA potentially having another jump because it's a late bloomer. It hasn't really taken off just yet. So UMA could definitely be one of those projects that gets a nice jump considering it's been out for a while. It has, you know, good tokenomics. It's working with even with Avalanche right now. Avalanche may be looking to do some things with UMA because they need more Oracle solutions because Avalanche is going to be moving a lot of money for JP Morgan and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. And like when you look at Link, all right, and like I said before, when you go down here and you see all the chains that Link works with, like we got almost everybody: Binance, Polygon, Avalanche, Arbitrum, Solana, Phantom, Gnosis, like Harmony Chain, Polkadot, Cardano, Near, Osmosis, Edgeworth. Like this is the kind of stuff that gets me excited about projects when there's so many other projects utilizing them. It says Link is ready to grow. Yeah, like man, this is why I tell you guys, certain projects just make sense, right? They just make sense to keep them in your go-tos, right? When I'm sitting here looking at Link and I'm like, this is a main cap coin. This isn't one of those, oh, I don't know if it's gonna work out. Like, bro. So like let me see here. All right. So something like Maker, right? Maker is made on the Ethereum blockchain, right? And we know Maker works through, you know, a couple other networks. So we got Polygon working with Avalanche, Arbitrum, and now Near Protocol as well. But Maker wants to branch this out to a ton of other projects as well because right now they're currently on the Ethereum ecosystem, but they're looking to break away and make their own blockchain so they can help everybody. They can go down and help, you know, the Solanas and everybody else, right? So when I see something like that happening, I get excited, but I also know how big of a deal Maker already is, right? Like you see governance, lending and borrowing. What is it, Paradigm Portfolio? I don't even know what that one. That's a new one. Let me see something. This is top Paradigm Portfolio coins. You see a Uniswap, Cosmos, Optimism, Lido, Maker, Mina. It's like my list, right? Synthetics. Yeah, these more finance coins. This is DeFi. Yeah, just like a lot of DeFi. I remember when this thing dropped. This thing was so full of hype. It says Kurt. Have you ever used PokerSwap? Back in the day, yes. Or any of the dexes to get Kusama. Oh yeah, I've used PokerSwap. I mean, I was using Kraken to get my Kusama. Yeah, like I like Jesse Powell's exchange. People, I'm not a big fan of a lot of decentralized or a lot of centralized exchanges. I like decentralized exchanges a little bit more, but certain ones, like I'm not a big fan of Coinbase at all. If I had to pick, Kraken's probably one of my favorite centralized exchanges because he's one of those CEOs where he'll tell you like, don't leave your coins here. Like he'll tell you off the gate. Do you have any KYC? No, because like Kraken's in the United States. And I've had a Kraken account since forever. That was the first exchange I ever joined was Kraken. Yeah. It says, what do you think about Sol? Sol's good. Sol's good. It ran a little faster than I expected. That was the biggest thing for me. All right. So like everything else kind of took off, hit a plateau, and then balanced out for a while. Soul just went crazy. Like it never really slowed down. All right. So like let me see here. Categories, right? Layer one, right? See here. Alleged SEC securities, FTX holdings, multi-coin capital portfolio. All right. So let's just go with this one. Let's see what this one's all about, right? Maybe have ETH and everything. Yeah. So these are the ones that just have a lot of projects within their umbrella. All right. You back up a little bit. For me, I like to keep things really, really simple. Solana does not have a max supply. It has a total supply, and its circulating supply is just below what the total supply is. So the tokenomics aren't bad. And once again, it needs to have a max supply, in my opinion, or it needs to have a really good burning mechanism. And we don't have that right now. So you got to be a little more understanding about Solana and as a whole, because it can make some moves, and then it can also just kind of sit stagnant as well because of it not having a max supply, right? And I said the same thing about Ethereum for a while, and then once Ethereum implemented its staking and then it implemented the burning mechanism, I was like, oh, it's a wrap. It was a wrap. Like I understood everything Ethereum wanted to do moving forward after that. It was very simplistic for me. All right, so let's look at something like VeChain, and then we'll kind of transition back, right? So with VeChain, this is a supply chain blockchain, right? You got business platform, you got smart contract platform, right? Internet of Things, IoT, right? So we go here to IoT. What are some of the competitors here? All right, Helium, right? I like Helium. IOTA, I was a fan of that. All right, see here, IOTEX. We got Jasmine okay. Digibyte, old school. XYO Network, Streamer, right? MXC, Octaspace, right? Robonomics is a Polkadot project right here. These two right here are pretty much the heavy hitters in this room right now when it comes to the Internet of Things technology. So what do you think about IOTA? I used to like IOTA. The weird thing about IOTA is it's not a blockchain. It's not a, it doesn't, by definition, it doesn't fall into the category of a blockchain. It's a weird kind of thing that it is. So it runs off of a network called a Tangle. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like IOTA's whole thing was they wanted to start something that could solve the blockchain trilemma. And I said if IOTA could solve it with the code that they're using in their Tangle, yes, it would be monumental. It could potentially take the spot of Bitcoin because it will be doing something that Bitcoin and other blockchains can't do when it comes to scalability, when it comes to security, and when it comes to decentralization. But IOTA has had multiple hacks, they've had issues, and it's giving not fully fleshed out. That's what it's giving. So for me, I like the idea, I like the premise, but as of right now, IOTA is still just a good idea. No shade. It's just the truth. It's just a good idea. And the crazy thing is, this thing has stayed in like top 50 for a while, and now we're finally starting to see it kind of move out, but it's still in the top 100 page. I think it was a great idea. I was excited about it when I was like diving in some years back, and then every time I tried to get excited about what it was gonna do, it just lets me down. Right? We saw way back in 2018, right? 2017, 2018, ran all the way to almost like $5. What was it, max? Here at $5.25. And then we dropped off. And then 2023, right? 2022, we could barely stay above $2. Barely. Like, so for me, IOTA has just been one of those, like, it's just a good idea. That's as best I can give you. It hasn't done anything to really step out of the hype that it created for itself, and that's pretty much that. See here, Jupiter. We can look at Jupiter and wrap up after that. Yeah, Jupiter just got its airdrop though. That's one of the main reasons why it's jumping. Like Mike talked about this project and this thing went crazy. Let me see here. This is a Solana project, right? Yeah, yeah. So this is basically a Uniswap clone. All right, you come over here and the ultimate centralized exchange replacement on Solana. Yeah, yeah. This is just Uniswap for Solana. Basically, they're trying to find their method of Uni over here, and the Jupiter token more than likely is going to be their version of Uniswap. Right? You got with Hat and Juice Jito and Win and B Soul and all that kind of stuff. Let me see. Do they have provide liquidity, bridge, transfer assets to Solana? So what kind of bridges do they got? Okay, we got Ethereum. Oh, they okay. So layer twos, Tron. All right, Base or Coinbase. All right, Polygon, Binance. So we got Ethereum, Binance, Avalanche, and Tron. That's not bad. That's not bad when it comes to bridges. All right, DCA. So we got some set it and forget it. Just deposit, and every minute, every week. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's a pretty dope little feature. All right, you deposit a little bit of USDC in here, and you decide which coin you want to DCA into. That's cool. I like that. I like that. So if you wanted to get some Soul and you didn't want to just go crazy buying it all at one time, you just deposit your USDC in here on the Soul network, and then just every so often, just grab you a little bit more, grab you a little bit more. That's cool. So you get one every week. Yeah, that's dope. I like that. I like that. See, it's stuff like this though that like gets me excited when it's features like this for DCAing. Like you kind of autopilot it. You just got to check and make sure you got funds inside of here, and you just do your thing. Like fund the wallet, let it DCA on its own, and let it just keep piling up for you. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the little feature here. That's pretty nice. See here. Well, that also means you get all the coins you buy on Solana Network. I don't know if you get all the coins on the Sol Network here. I think this is still a little bit too new for that. It's DG and an earn. See here. Yeah, this is just live trading. Here's limit orders here, and it's where you do all your swaps. So yeah, I don't know if they have everything on Sol. They got a good list though. I'm seeing how far this thing is up here, and it's barely moving. Yeah, Jupiter's been getting a lot of attention though. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Polygon. Okay. All right. Dork Lord. Alrighty. And yeah, way to be creative. Just food. Yeah. Um, Saltato fries. Okay. Just the names, man. All right, all right. Yeah, not bad, not bad. As I haven't dove deep on the Soul projects. Like I said, I've been so immersed in like just ETH and then the Polkadot stuff and everything else with the list. But yeah, something like this, the tokenomics are substantial, but circulating supply right now is still a little light. So I think when they finally start dropping more coins, we'll see a different type of. And the thing is, pay attention to these things here and then look for when the next token release is, right? When are they going to be doing the next token release? Because that's going to be the big part. If they're going to be doing token releases, like no win, so you don't get caught on the wrong side of holding a project or seeing the dip and not knowing the token release is coming, and then all of a sudden you buy it and it drops even further because you got caught on the wrong side of it. Okay? Because a lot of people are going to be taking profits before a token release, and you think, ooh, it's a dip, let me hurry up and get in, and now you're on the wrong side of the thing. Okay? Let me see here. So if today's class was a little bit of a, a little bit of a rehash, a little bit of a, some sauce here and there, do me a favor and drop a 999 if you got some value from today's class. I just want to make sure I'm giving you guys some sauce here, showing you how to navigate even CoinGecko a little bit better. But for sure, when you come on here, hit these categories up, go at decentralized exchanges, check those if you want to, so you can start seeing the ones that are competing, because obviously Uniswap's the number one when it comes down, even with market cap. You can see this thing's 4 billion. Thorchain and Rune has been making some noise today. And I'm not a big fan of the Binance projects. This is definitely on the Binance blockchain, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Yep, BNB. Definitely not a big fan of that. And on Cosmos too. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. And the weird thing about Rune is no one knows who created it. Right? Like how does that work? Right? Like they create a project and they're trying to do this whole Satoshi thing. Like, we don't know where Rune comes from. It just showed up one day on the network. Yeah, all right, whatever. All right? Like, I'm not about to play with y'all, man. It's a whole thing. Like, it just shows up on blockchain, on Binance's blockchain, though. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Binance has just been throwing money at it ever since. So yeah, it's one of those things. You gotta be mindful. Yeah. But all right, fam, that's gonna probably do it for us today. I appreciate you guys as always. We just nerded out all week, man. Y'all had me for like, what? How many sessions we do this week? Sheesh. Pulsar. I'm gonna check into. I still haven't looked at it yet. I haven't looked at it yet, Pete. I'm gonna look into it. Let me see here. Oh yeah, no problem, fam. No problem. All right, getting ready. I hope you guys are gonna be getting ready to head on out to the next big event. All right, am I gonna see you guys out there in Bucharest? All right, or Budapest, should I say? It says no more session. Need more sessions with you. Y'all got me with Monday twice. All right, you got me with Mike on Wednesday and on Thursday. All right, that's 4 sessions right there. Let me see here. It says best card week ever. All right. Yeah, y'all got spoiled this week. Let's see here. Yeah, Budapest is gonna be lit. Let's see. This is bring back Club Crypto, Club Cobain. That's the thing. Like, I used to do the Fridays, but then the traveling like ramped up, and it's like I was missing them so many. Like, week after week after week, I'm on the road. I'm getting booked for an event, or I got to fly out and do another conference somewhere, and I was never able to make the Friday class, the Friday go live. So I had to start making Thursday basically my Friday, because Friday I'm always flying out to go somewhere. All right, and on top of that too, like, it just gives me time to spend time with the kids and stuff too. So it was like just making Friday a little more, making the weekends more available, just made a lot of sense. It says love Dot Night, amazing sauce. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad you guys have fun with Dot Night. Dot Night is always fun to put together though. All right, fam. I appreciate you guys, love you guys, and as usual, and as always, stay patient, stay disciplined, and the gains will come. I'm out. And oh yeah. Good night, everybody. Stay blessed, family. Love you guys. Let's get this bag. Let's go. Let's go. I'll see you guys next week on Monday. Let's get this bag, family. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Stay blessed.